All right, y'all, so in this vlog we are going to be making some baked chicken wings, but not any just regular baked chicken wings. It's going to be some amazing juicy baked chicken wings. So I already have my chicken wings already nice and cleaned. Now we're going to go ahead and season them, pop them in the oven, and go from there. All right, y'all, so we got our oven on 400 degrees. It's already preheated. Got my baking sheet lined with aluminum foil. I went ahead and sprayed it with some cooking spray. But of course, if you don't have cooking spray, you can always use like a olive oil or like vegetable oil, what type of oil you have, just so that way the chicken doesn't stick to the aluminum foil. But this is the cheap aluminum foil too, so if y'all get the real deal one, y'all probably don't even have to worry about that much cooking spray or oil. And then these are the seasonings we're going to use. I'm going to use the garlic and herb dash blend, which is salt free. Garlic salt, because like I told y'all in previous videos, I love garlic. So you could always use like a seasoned salt or regular seasoned salt, regular salt, you know, something like that. I'm going to use some Cajun seasoning, so whichever Cajun seasoning that you have. And then some onion powder and lemon pepper. So those are the seasonings that you'll need. All right, y'all, so now I'm going in with each one of my seasonings, and of course season to your liking, but just remember that the garlic salt, of course, is going to be salty, so you may not go as heavy on those as you made the other ones. All right, y'all, so we went ahead and mixed in our seasonings, and so I went in first with every seasoning and I mixed everything up, and then I went back in with just some more garlic salt and lemon pepper and mixed it up. So now this is what it looks like. And now we're gonna go ahead and get it on our oven pan, our baking sheet. But now that I went ahead and of course seasoned them with all the seasonings, I'm just gonna line them up on the baking tray and then go from there. So a simple, easy recipe, something quick for dinner to just easily season and then just pop in the oven and don't have to worry about. So something easy for dinner. All right, now I'm just gonna, I had an idea. I was like, let me go ahead and add some of this. I'm gonna add some of this Hidden Valley ranch seasoning on top, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle just a little bit of like olive oil all over so I can get it all mixed up. And then we'll pop it in the oven. So now I'm going to go ahead and again put some of this ranch, but of course this is optional. I just want to see how it's going to taste. I feel like it'll add that extra little kick that we probably need. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add this on the chicken and then coat the chicken with some olive oil, or again you can use not coconut. You can use cooking spray if you prefer. You just want to get the chicken all coated up, that way it's not dry. So let's go ahead. All right, so I'm going in with the ranch seasoning. Now I'm dabbing the olive oil all over the chicken and just mixing it all up so it's nice and evenly coated. Now let's go ahead and hop it in our preheated 400-degree oven for 30 minutes. And then we'll check it. We'll probably end up flipping it and then doing like another 10 minutes and then checking it and then flipping it back and then putting it on broil for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then turning the oven off completely and letting the chicken just sit in there. But the first step, of course, is popping it in the oven for 400 degrees for 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and get that done first. All right, it's roughly been about 30 minutes now. I always do that every time. I forget how hot the oven is and it just falls the camera up. But it's been about 30 minutes with the chicken being in the oven. There's some of this smoke off the camera. So that's what the chicken looks like so far. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just flip it and then set my timer for like 10 minutes so I can check it, and depending on how it looks then, I may just go ahead and flip it again and then just turn it on like broil for like 2 to 3 minutes and then just let it sit in the oven because the oven will still be hot and still kind of cook the chicken. So I'm just flipping them so that way the top that's starting to get kind of dry will now have some liquid. Or what you could do is just drain some of the liquid and then just kind of like pour it back or brush it on the top. But I think it's easier just to flip it. That way, you know the bottom is getting coated. So, let's just flip them. And then we'll, like I said, put them in here, leave them in here for another 10 minutes and check it. Uh-oh. I feel like I missed one probably. All right, here we go. All right, y'all, it's been 10 minutes. Now let's see what it looks like. Looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it around. No, I'm gonna leave it in there for like 10 more minutes. So 10 more minutes, then I'll flip it, pour out some of the juice, put it on broil. All right, y'all, it's been 10 more minutes. Now let's look at the chicken. Oh yeah, looking real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it and then turn it on broil for like 2 to 3 minutes. And then depending on how much juice is still left at the bottom, I'm probably going to just drain it out into like a bowl. And then close the oven up and just let the heat that's in the oven just continue to like kind of cook it. And then after that, if it's dry, I can always use this sauce that we drained out or liquid that drained out to just coat it back on the chicken. So let's go ahead and flip it again and then go ahead and turn it on broil for like 2 to 3 minutes. So I also wanted to mention that now that I'm flipping it for again, you may want to take this time to like move some of the chicken that may be cooking more in different areas. Like I noticed the ones down here, we're getting like a little more attention. So I moved those down here and put like the bigger ones up here. So you may want to take the time to do that as well. So now all of them are flipped. And as I'm flipping them, I'm kind of like coating it in the liquid. All right, so that's good. So now let's go ahead and turn the oven on broil. High broil. And then again, we'll probably do like 2 to 3 minutes. But y'all know broil, y'all gotta check it. So I'll probably check it in a minute just to see how it is. Because broiling gets really, really hot. All right, y'all, it's been about 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, try to think if I want to drain out any of the trying to see if I want to drain out any of the liquid. I think I'm just gonna keep it in there. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just go ahead and just close it. At this point, you can drain out some of the liquid if you prefer. It's not a whole bunch, so that's why I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it. And I know that the oven is still really hot from it being on broil. So because it's not that much liquid, that's why I'm going to leave it in. But if you had like a lot of liquid, you may want to pour some of it out. And then you can even coat the liquid on top, which is what I'm getting ready to do as well. Because like I said, the oven is still hot and it's still going to kind of cook. And you don't want the chicken to be dry. So actually, I'm going to take a little brush and just kind of coat some of the, trying to coat the chicken. So that way it'll kind of stay moist while it sits in there. All right, y'all, so like I said, I just went ahead and just brushed the juice or the oil over the chicken, but you can do it however you want. You can actually just drain out the oil first, which is what I typically normally do, into like a bowl, and then from there I just coat it on the chicken. But like I said, the oven is still hot from it being on broil, so I just want to make sure it doesn't dry out since it's just going to sit in here. So now let's go ahead and just let it rot out. And then when you're ready, it's done. Because it's done now if you wanted to eat it now. But just to kind of get it a little more crispier, depending on how you like your chicken, that's why I'm just going to let it sit in here. As you can see, it's already some chicken missing. So good. All right, y'all, so this is like the final look. So this is kind of how it looks now that it's been sitting in the oven. I would probably say like 10 minutes has maybe gone by. And so the oven, of course, isn't as hot. So at this point, you could go ahead and just take it out. But because I'm not eating dinner right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave it in the oven. But I definitely hope you all enjoyed this video. Do me a favor and like and comment below. Do you prefer to bake your wings in the oven or fry them? And if you plan on trying out this recipe. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.